This is Destroy R, your coach of the Washington Wake. Tonight, we are preparing for a battle with the Soldier Association Draft League. It's week one of this draft, and our opponent is the Brooklyn Baxcaliburs. Let's take a quick look at the teams and who I'm bringing before we get into the fight. So I'm on the left, he's on the right here. I have overall the speed advantage. He's actually a very quick team. Hawlucha has Unburden. Jolteon, top tier speed as well. But lucky for me, I've got Bundle available. I'm actually not planning to bring Bundle this week. It was a really hard decision, but I'm bringing Barrascuda because Barrascuda in the rain should outspeed all of his top tier Mon as far as speed goes. His Unburdened Hawlucha would be faster than Bundle, as well as my entire team, other than Barrascuda. Big threats here. Baxcalibur, of course. One Dragon Dance, and that thing can sweep in a lot of situations. He's got some tough walls to break with Clefable and Glowking. Might be kind of an interesting weather match tonight. I've got a Glowking, he's got a Glowking. Both of them capable and likely to set chilly reception up. I've also got Pelipper, of course, too. So definitely expect some weather exchanges tonight. Other interesting things that he's got, Lantern, which is kind of an unassuming Mon, but it's got a couple of different abilities which are problematic for my team. It can be either Volt Absorb or it can be Water Absorb. He can also be Volt Absorb on his Jolteon. Part of what I like to do if I can with my team is kind of spam Volt Switch with Thundurus and Flip Turn with Barrascuda. I am not able to do that freely with his immunities to those things. Also, of course, Excadrill can spin, it can Swords Dance. It's an offensive spinner, kind of good roll compression with him there. And yeah, so it should be an interesting team to face. Okay, let's take a look and see what I am bringing. So, of course, I need Rain, and I need Barrascuda to be the fastest thing out there and to be able to stop his Jolteon, potentially, as well as his Hawlucha if he brings that. That's why I've got those two. Heavy duty on Pelipper. He has Stealth Rocks available with his Clefable, potentially even with his Excadrill. I imagine there's going to be kind of a back and forth as far as weather changing frequently, in which case I don't think I need a full 8 turns of water at once, because I might be needing to come in with Pelipper more frequently than that just to change it back from snow. Terra Grass, I'm expecting to use my Terra Grass on Barrascuda for this match in Life Orb. Terra Blast with Grass and Life Orb will do about 70% or so, I think, to his Lantern if he brings that in with a Water Absorb. It gives close combat enough power to KO Baxcalibur, and just extra power for the water, of course, as well. Urshifu's coming along. I wanted to bring a Choice Band, didn't end up bringing a Choice Band. I'm going with Punching Glove instead to still get a boost, but still be able to have some flexibility as far as U-turning if I need to and switching in between moves. Urshifu has a lot of can hit a lot of his team pretty hard, but it definitely has to watch out for certain Pokemon and doesn't want to get stuck in one move in a number of situations here. We're bringing Specs Thundurus. I was really debating whether to bring in something else here. Well, I'm having a brain fart. I was debating whether to bring in Iron Bundle here or not. Ended up going with Thundurus because Thundurus has a ground and electric immunity, and I'm expecting that Jolteon is going to be causing some issues for me, and it might be nice to have that immunity there. Should hit a lot of his team really hard if I can predict properly with the choice specs here. Fortress. Part of the reason I'm bringing Fortress, it's always good to have a spinner, always good to have rocks. Body Press will work really well against his Baxcalibur as well as his Excadrill, which is his primary physical attackers here. And so that's main reason for Fortress coming in is to help deal with those. Otherwise, my team is pretty vulnerable to just being swept by a once Dragon Danced or Swords Danced Baxcalibur. Slow King, we've got the Shucka buried there just in case we catch an Earthquake. He's got a couple of Earthquake-capable Mons with Excadrill and Baxcalibur. We've got Chilly Reception to maintain momentum, Thunderwave, Focus Blast, Sludge Bomb. Sludge Bomb will really hurt Clefable, and just an overall strong stab move. Focus Blast will do significant damage to his Baxcalibur as well as his Excadrill if we can catch them with that move. Might be able to surprise them with that just because it's not a super common move on Slow King here. But I guess we will see. And yeah, so that's the team, and let's get into the fight here. Okay, we are getting ready to fight the notorious HIM and his team, the Brooklyn Baxcalibur. Let's see who he brought. Okay, kind of some of the stuff that we expected here. We've got Baxcalibur. His Terra Captain is going to be Jolteon. Wonder what he's going to lead. Maybe a Jolteon lead. I'm going to lead with... well, I'll actually go with Fortress. No, I'm not. This is hard. I'm going to go with Slowking. Should be able to then pivot into whatever the best matchup is going to be for myself. Maybe. Okay, he brings out Jolteon. Kind of wonder, does he actually stay in? Probably more likely to Volt Switch here. I think the safe play for us is just to do a Chilly Reception. Guessing probably brings out Baxcalibur here, or maybe Excadrill. Or his fish, okay. Would really like to get rid of that fish. Keeping us from being able to flip turn and or Volt Switch with our Thundurus. It could Scald us, it could Thunder Wave us. I'm kind of thinking best matchup for us here would be to bring in Thundurus. Tempted to Volt Switch here just to see if he's Volt Absorb. I'm kind of guessing he's Water Absorb. And here, I think I'm just going to go with a... let's go for a Focus Blast. Why not? Stays in. Okay. Oh shit, he's got Ice Beam. Okay, so we don't want to stay in versus him here. I think we're just going to go back to our Special Sponge Glowking here. He's thinking hard. See if he stays in or not. It could volt switch out. Flip turn, okay. Guessing in comes Bax, or in comes Excadrill. Let's see what he does. Don't really want to stay in versus either of them. Okay. Could be doing a knockoff here. He could just parting shot. I think we're okay to switch in Pelipper here. Might knock off my boots, but there's nothing it can really do to seriously hurt Pelipper. Parting shot probably is the thing we don't want to see most here. Okay, does some damage. And then what do I do here? Let's just go for the U-turn, keep it kind of conservative for now. Actually not sure if he's faster. Okay, he's slower. Didn't know if he was going to do a parting shot there. Brings in his fish. I kind of want to bring in Urshifu and just hammer this thing. But I think I'm going to bring in the fish instead. I believe he is in Terra Grass KO range here. Now let me see if he switches to something else. That's also okay for us. Might see this coming, but let's go for it. He stays in, didn't hard switch anyways. Let's hope I'm right about this. Being able to kill, I am, that's good. Glad to have Flounder out of the way. Do have to watch out here. I now am weak to Ice Shard, so if he brings in Bax right away, it's a good chance he's got Ice Shard on there. That's pretty scary for me. So I do want to keep Barraskewda alive for a while longer. He's thinking pretty hard though, so I'm not sure if he does have Ice Shard. If he did have Ice Shard, I would think that would be a pretty easy decision to come in and pick me off here. Thicker Bell, okay. Thicker Bell can T-Wave me, which I really don't want to happen. I'm going to do a Flip Turn. I could also set up Stealth Rock. Flip Turn is the safe move here. Do a decent amount of chip to it. Then I'm thinking bring in... Okay, that hurt. Rocky Helmet on it too. I think this is a good spot to bring in Thundurus. If he stays in, a KO with Sludge Wave should be pretty easy. But I'm kind of wondering if he actually will stay in or if he just goes to Excadrill. Excadrill is a fairly safe switch in for him here. He could also go to Jolteon. I guess if he brings in Excadrill, I can bring in Forretress, so it's not the end of the world if he does get that free swap. I think I'm going to try Sludge Wave and see what happens here. He switches out. Oh, that's got to be Excadrill, isn't it? Okay. Okay, so you've seen a couple of my moves now. Really, our only switch in here is Forretress. I think we can tank, even if he does a Swords Dance and an Earthquake here, I think that we can tank that kind of a hit and hit him back with Body Press if he stays in. Would like to get rid of these Stealth Rocks if I can, but the first priority is to kind of make sure that he's not able to get set up on me too much. Iron Head. Kind of imagine we see a switch out here. I kind of think this is a good opportunity to get my own Stealth Rocks up. Might go into Jolteon here. Okay. This is another good opportunity to go back into Pelipper. Get our rain set up. Fortunately, we don't have our boots anymore. He knocked those off. Stealth Rock's going to do a decent amount of damage to us here. Maybe I should have prioritized spinning away my own instead of getting rid of his. Or vice versa. Flamethrower, okay, he's got special on there. It's a nice little trick. Doesn't have his water absorb on anymore. I'm going to go ahead and play it safe and just U-turn here. Hoping he doesn't hit me, hoping he does a parting shot, or maybe I'm faster. I'm actually not sure who's faster. Incineroar is kind of slow, but Pelipper is obviously pretty slow too. Not sure he wants to stay in. Okay. Guessing maybe he does a parting shot here. Let's see, what if he does do a parting shot? Let's go in with Urshifu. This might give him a free turn to bring in his Clefable. Oh, he fucking wisps me. Oh, that sucks. Okay. That's really unfortunate. Okay. Let's go with another U-turn here. I think maybe this is where he goes into Clefable. He could stay. Okay. Swaps out. We got Clefable in. Got a few turns here where we should be able to do a bit of damage with Barraskewda. Fortunately, we're taking rock damage. We're taking Rocky Helmet and Life Orb damage as well, so we're going to have kind of limited turns left with Skewda. We do a liquidation here. Okay, we at least get rid of Clefable. Pretty hurt now, though. Brings out his Bax. Okay. Bax must have heavy-duty boots because I've got rocks out. Close combat, depending on how bulky he's got this thing built. If it's a standard Bax, should kill. If it's not a standard Bax, we're in trouble. Or he might just have Ice Shard. We're about to find out. He's got Ice Shard. Okay, that's unfortunate. Okay, that's bad news for us. Thinking close combat still is the best option here. Should do a decent chunk. Even with the burn, but it's not gonna KO like it otherwise would, unfortunately. Maybe a better move would have been to come in with Fortress at this point. But we did what we did. Let's see what he does. Withdraws. In comes Kane. Okay. I think we can at least do another close combat here to finish off Incineroar. Be good to get him out of here. Who does he have left? Good to check in on that. I actually didn't bring his Slowking. I'm just now realizing that. Okay. We're just going to keep the pressure on. Keep hitting with close combat here. Oh, fake out. Okay, that sucks. It's getting me worn down into range of his Ice Shard, which is unfortunate. It's also recovering with his leftovers from that free fake out turn. He might be out of close combat range now, but we're about to find out. We just want to stay in and keep the pressure on at this point. Oh, it's not enough. That sucks. Okay. Okay, down goes Urshifu. What do we do at this point? I think we just bring in Pelipper. At this point, Pelipper's not doing much for us. But we know it is faster than Incineroar. A U-turn should be able to kill it at this point. I think. It better. Or do I go Surf? That's tough. Okay. Let's go. Let's go with a U-turn. Let's go with the surf. We gotta play it safe here. If it doesn't kill, then he's gonna get another free hit off on something else. Wanted to be able to U-turn there more confidently because now he could potentially start to set up on me here. Yeah, shit, okay. Think we need to get out of here. Or do we keep the pressure on with Hurricane? This is tough. I think he's going to get a Swords Dance off here, and that's going to be an issue for me. So let's just go with a Hurricane. Dragon Dance, okay. Maybe we can get some confusion hacks on him. We don't, that's okay. I'm going to U-turn here. I think he's now in body press range for Fortress. Ice shards me, okay. So he probably doesn't have another ice attack, or maybe he just wanted the 100% accuracy. Let's hope that Fortress can survive here. One hit and get off a body press. That would be a huge deal for us. Okay, probably going to go into... Oh, okay, he goes into Excadrill here. Oh, he's got a berry. Oh, that sucks. Okay. So, what do we got left here? Not much, unfortunately. We don't have much choice. We're going to go with the body press. Gets rid of the rocks for himself. Guessing he brings in... Jolteon next here. What I don't know is, does he Volt Switch with Jolteon when it comes in, or does he predict a switch on me and do something likewise? I have my Slowking, which should be able to do pretty good against his Jolteon. So I can't really stay in with Fortress here safely anyways. I think what I'm going to do is go to Thundurus, hoping that he does a Volt Switch. Thundurus right now is not helping too much versus Bax because it's only half health. It's likely to in Ice Shard range. Okay, Thunderbolt. Let's hope maybe his choice. Oh, he's Quick Feet. Okay, so this is where he does Terra Ice probably, and then just kills me. Gosh, do we go into Slow King? I think we go into Slow King. Slow King also has Focus Blast. I'm gonna stay in. I'm gonna stay in and see if we can do some damage here. We're gonna go with Sludge Wave. I think he's probably just gonna Terra and kill me. Yep. This way I can bring in Slow King with full health. Terra Ice. Yep, okay. Alright, so this is really where we need a little bit of luck with getting our Focus Blasts to hit. I'm not confident at all that we can do that. Thinking maybe he does a Volt Switch here, but either way, Focus Blast, I don't know if it'll Oko or not here. I think it'll come close. If not, we just gotta go for it. Hate these 70% accuracy moves, come on. Hate him, but it was my best option to apply pressure here to his backs as well as a couple of his other mon. Okay, he switches out. Come on, hit, hit, hit. It hits. Oh, that's so big. Okay. Oh, thank you. So, I've got Glowking versus his... What I'm trying to decide here is, do I go for 2 Sludge Bombs at 100% accuracy, or do I do a Focus Blast? I'm not sure how many of his attacks I can survive. One second here. Doing a quick calculation. Not knowing his EV spread, but Focus Blast does not Oko if it hits him. So since it's going to be a 2 KO anyways, I'm going to go with Sludge Bomb here. Okay. So now we're going to go into Fortress. He's going to kill Fortress. And the reason why we're doing this is because of Regenerator. We should be able to come in with the full health Slow King. Well, not full health, but in range that I'm not going to be KO'd by a Thunderbolt. Gives another turn for his Flame Orb to do a little bit more chip on him. And I think as long as we don't get para-haxed here, I think we can win this one. Go another Sludge Bomb. Oof, alright, that's good game. Really close, intense match. Happy to get that win. Been very, very nervous, as you can probably tell. Thanks for playing, Notorious HIM, and we'll see you guys next week.